Alright, welcome back everyone. We're starting back up on the Donkey Kong Country 100% tutorial series. Sorry for the delay there, and if you had managed to successfully hold on to the old man from World 1, which you should really be trying to do these kinds of things. The old man is actually still the fastest Kong for the beginning of World 2. So one of the things that I was pretty excited about when I was learning the 100% route, because I was actually kind of worried about that, is how much different is it going to be. It's actually not that different. We're actually doing quite a lot of the same things with very few detours. So you do get to see more of the game. Ooh. That's another thing to be wary of, is that you're also still collecting tokens here. Don't forget about that shop. That's going to be important later on. But yeah, in the meantime, it's very similar to the 80% route. It's your favorite stage, listen to some music too. Why not? Yeah. So here's the first detour. Hopefully I'll be able to get that. Nice. Okay. So grabbing that O is a little tricky. But if you manage to do that accurately, you can actually go for that in the 80% route and you won't lose like any time at all. You still have this very scary goldfish ump. Now this is just for some speed, because you actually still have to grab the N right there. So routes are still being improved and changed, even to this day, even though the game's been out for a while, and there are still plenty of things that could be optimized. So if you want to go for it, go right ahead. There's that G for you. And we're just about done with the first stage of World 2. Yeah, I'm going to be giving you guys the best strats that I can that are currently known, and if I am mistaken for any reason, I'll make sure I update that. So that was all 4 Kong letters, 2-1, and you're well on your way to the next stage, Mountain Mania, where we're still going to be using the old man. Isn't that nice? Now, before we go to Mountain Mania, we're actually going to go back and explain everything that happened in Windmill Hills. So again, this isn't really like 100%. You can't really practice these tricks on time attack. The letters aren't there. And this stage, you're starting with Cranky. You normally don't start with like a Kong in tow on time attack, and the first barrel is in a really awkward place. So it's going to be different practicing it, but same deal here. I like to pogo off of this. And then remember, here's your K, just to pogo off of that Hoots. So for this section right here, I'm just going to quickly explain this. What I like to do, again, and a lot of people, they vary on what they do on this section, but I like to bounce in such a way off of the first tuck that I will actually be basically crashing into the second one. And the reason why runners don't go for this is because they assume that you're going to be crashing into the second one, taking damage, and being thrown off. But remember, if you pull out your cane as you would normally crash into this enemy, the cane will take priority. So I'm going to try and do that again right now. Yep, just like that. And you will bounce off of that tuck very easily. This is also, because you're doing just pogos and bounces here, it is slightly more frame savey than the roll through strat. Coming up, you have this pig, so what I like to do, and you could pogo here if you wanted to, and that's just an extra pogo you'd be doing. I'm hoping that I'm landing on this platform here, and then I'm going to do a light hop and pogo off of the Schnauzel, and then a couple of different things will happen. So I'll either clear the Hoots completely, which is nice. I might clip on the Schnauzel a bit, which will slow me down, which kind of sucks. Or I might bounce off the Schnauzel and the Hoots, and that'll actually send me on the upper route. This windmill section that's coming up is actually kind of dangerous and finicky, so just be aware, practice it, know what's going to happen, because the most terrible thing that can happen to you in any tropical freeze run is just having something you've not seen before happen and then reacting poorly to it. So. And then I bounced off of both, what do you know? So I normally actually try and go on the lower route. I would clear the Hoots and be on that lower windmill platform. Being on the top is actually a little worse, because the windmills, as they're going backwards, they'll actually slow you down. So you want to be rolling forwards with them if you can. Remember, this is the first stage where you'd normally be seeing a lot of momentum happening. So what I'm going to be doing is rolling clear off of this, and then there's going to be a Hoots coming up. And what I like to do is, off of this Hoots, I'll actually do a full jump in such a way that I'll bounce off of it and hold A. Do not do anything, or whatever your jump button is. Hold your jump button off of the Hoots so that you have enough height, because it increases your hang time. And this will make me basically crash into the Fat Hoots. But like I said before, with the tuck earlier, as I'm trying to crash into the Fat Hoots, pull out my cane, and I'll bounce instead. Oof, okay. So yeah, pausing the game right there kind of screwed me up a little bit. But that's okay. Now, big reason why you should be careful on any of these stages. Again, you don't get a cranky refill. Okay, so that actually worked out for me. I'm going to keep going for a little bit here without cranky, but yeah, you do definitely want to hold on to your old man. So that bounce off of the fat hoots, or it's called a tufton, I believe, or puffton. It's going to land you on this this windmill right here, and you're basically almost out of the section right here, and then just a couple roll jumps away, you would normally just be mashing your rolls through. And you're just mashing through this section. And then right here, you're just bouncing, nothing special. So I'm going to have to make a slight detour to pick up Diddy, but that aside, you're just doing some straight rolling here. It's very easy, so I'm going to have to try and make that up on the fly. Okay, so I'm going to now, in this quick pickup, what you would normally do is you will roll here and then just do a full pogo off of the schnauzel. I'm going to actually try and do, it's a little bit swaggy here, just bounce off the schnauzel, grab Diddy on the way up, so. Oop, okay, so I lost my speed. That's okay. Grab Diddy, here's your backup. Go on the right side here. This is where you're going to get the O. Now, if you have cranky, you can actually bounce off of the right side right here. You have to quickly jump up onto this this platform. It's just hidden away by the pause screen. And yeah, you need cranky's bounce to get up there, so cranky is useful in that regard as well. But there's your O. You would jump up, grab it, and then you would turn back around, and that would keep you on cycle. So I spent quite a bit of time fumbling around with Diddy there, but yeah, this is the full speed version of the entire tower climb. Just remember, do your best, keep pace, you'll make it through just fine. There we go. Okay, so this is where you would get the, I'll give again the marker for where you would do the yump. Diddy, unfortunately, can't really pogo, so he's not going to get a lot of speed out of that, but that's okay. So right around here, you'll notice that Donkey Kong's knuckle is right between the second to last and last plank, and then the banana is just barely in front of the platform that you're on. Before you actually pass the banana bunch, you'll do a roll jump, and you don't roll off the platform. You roll jump while you're still on the platform. The platform is moving ever so slightly, and you'll get some of that momentum with it. So do a big roll jump off of that, you'll make it to the bottom. Just like that. Now, if you had cranky, you would have that momentum and you would be able to pogo all the way across this. But because we are doing 100%, you actually have to grab that N. The N, as you saw, I did quite a bit of roll jumping off of some platforms. Cranky would be doing some pogoing, and then you would get to there early, so it wouldn't really make that much of a difference. But it's nice to have cushion time rather than being behind trying to catch up on cycles. Get that N, turn around, jump back up here. And then what I like to do is roll through that guy, land on this platform, bounce. These are harder to do because, ooh my god, because of the fact that I have Diddy! Oh my god. Be careful, those platforms do fall apart. That was pretty close. But yeah, you would bounce off of the, it's a rat, and then a tuck, and then you can either bounce off that hoots or the platform that I'm about to land on. You would land on this, and then if you want to do, this is an updated strat here, it's actually a little tricky, you don't have to go for it. But you would land, ooh, hopefully I can still get it. Okay. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to land on the left side of that platform, and then as it's falling down, you actually roll. You can roll straight into the barrel. It's pretty tricky to do, but it will save you a little bit of time over landing down here and then jumping into the barrel. In this last section, you already have all the letters, and the G is right there, so just keep mashing, mashing, mashing. There's your mash right there, but you can literally just do it the whole time. Mash your rolls, and done. So that is your 100% for Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze 2-1. And next time, we will be covering Mountain Mania, as I said before. Hope you guys are ready for that. Make sure you have Cranky. Don't rely on Diddy. Take Dixie over Diddy, but please don't take either one. Keep your old man. You're going to need him. Thank you guys for watching.